Again, let's just jump right into it. 1. There's no evidence. Answer, overwhelming evidence is all around in the form of creation. You are dishonest. 2. God doesn't stop the evil in the world. Answer, without the ability to choose between good and evil, we'd all be just flesh robots, not free will agents. And after the short life of testing is over, God will stop all evil. 3. In the Bible, God perpetrated numerous evils himself. Answer, you don't believe the Bible is God-authored, and neither do I. Many stories are just men's ideas about God, so those do not reflect on God's character. 4. The opening lines of the Bible are factually wrong, so why should we believe the rest of it? Answer, there's nothing in Genesis chapter 1 that contradicts history or science, as long as you see the days as symbolic, undisclosed periods of time, as many do. 5. Prayer never fixed anything impossible. Why won't God heal amputees? Answer, if limbs grew back, you still wouldn't believe in God or the power of prayer. You just say it was some sort of natural process. 6. There are thousands of gods you don't believe in. What makes yours any different? Answer, in some sense, I do believe in thousands of gods. I consider them personifications of the natural world or possibly angels and demons, but I only worship one. He's different in that he's the creator of everything, is the authority over everything, and is morally perfect. 7. Where you're born essentially determines what you believe. Why should the truth be based on geography? Answer, that's true for non-Christian religions, but not for Christianity, which is found in every part of the world. 8. Who created God, and how does your answer to that make any sense? Answer, what caused your Big Bang, and how does your answer to that make any sense? You answer that first. 9. Pediatric cancer. Answer, God doesn't owe anybody anything, and dying after living 5 years beats never having been born. Besides, children are no angels. When I was a child, most other children were mean and nasty to me. 10. Unconditional love shouldn't come with a list of conditions. Answer, the idea of unconditional love was never part of Christianity. Anyone who says so is mistaken. 11. Every single supposed miracle gets debunked eventually. Answer, many supposed miracles have never been debunked thus far. You're either lying or just simply mistaken. 12. Somehow the 10 Commandments left off, don't rape people, and slavery is not okay. Answer, the 10 Commandments were created for a barbaric people, not Christians. The perfection of moral principles wasn't spelled out until Jesus Christ walked the earth. 13. The movies and music that honor God are just awful. Answer, I don't care much for religious movies and music either, but there are many non-religious movies and much non-religious music that honors God and is also enjoyable, that are neutral. 14. The invisible and the non-existent look very much alike. Answer, since the universe may be infinite, everything you think does not exist has a good chance of actually existing somewhere. 15. No game of hide and seek lasts this long. Answer, by applying your standard of reasoning, gravity, black holes, dark matter, dark energy, and such like can't exist either, since they too wouldn't continue to play hide and seek. 16. Science explains so much of what we used to attribute to a God. Answer, since I believe that my God created all of science, I attribute everything to him that they attributed to a God long ago. 17. The more we learn, the less reason we have to believe in God. Answer, the more we learn, the more we know about God's creation and therefore know more about God. 18. If you try to explain your religious mythology to someone who never heard it before, you would sound crazy. Answer, your reason is subjective opinion and not objective fact in any way. Therefore, it's invalid. 19. If God did not exist, the world would look exactly the same way it does now. Answer, you cannot know that. Secondly, there would be no earth to begin with if God never existed. That's the main point. 20. If God existed, he would smite me right now. Answer, you cannot presume to know what God would or would not do, since a greater God's way of thinking would be so far beyond your thinking as a human's thinking surpasses an amoeba's thoughts.